What's up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we are back with another watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, June 9th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome guys. Don't mind my pimple somewhere up here. That's usually not there. It won't be there next week. Anyway, if you are brand new, we do this every week. So if you go look back last week, face looking a little bit better. But I'm coming here no matter what for you guys every single Tuesday night. I actually am starting to enjoy doing this. We're getting some good comments and people are starting to feed off of these plays, so it's awesome to see. Some people give some shout outs in the comment. I saw the other week somebody made 20% off one of the moves in the watch list, so big shout out guys. Before we dive into the watch list, I always like to give a shout out to our team, our sniper team. If you guys are brand new and you really like what we got going on, we have a website where we trade together in the chat, and that's www.thestocksnipers.com. We just got our app here. And check this out. Today, as we're scrolling through at 9:30 today, here was our sell. I wanted to give a shout out to the sniper team. We were able to make a little bit over $730 this morning swinging FUNFF on a first green day pattern, which is actually the pattern that we'll be going over tonight in the watch list. We are in another first green day. So you'll see these patterns, what we're looking for is rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So let's see if we can get another big bag. But anyway, I want to give a big shout out. You know, I saw Sniper Vinny was in there with us, Sniper Matty J, Sniper Dan. So big shout out guys, and let's keep the bags coming. Let's keep them coming. So we'll go ahead, we'll dive right in. We're actually in a stock overnight, and then we got 3 other groups of stocks that we're going to go ahead and talk about. So let's dive in for tomorrow's watch list, which is June 9th. Alright, diving in guys. So on the left side is our website, on the right side is the TD Ameritrade's Think or Swim. As you can see here, this was our sell alert from this morning. It came in at 9:39. If you're trading with us, you know that we like to trade these patterns as far as the first green day at the end of the day and then sell it within the first hour the next morning. And that's what we're looking for MJNA. So as I scroll down, I'm going to go to Power Hour, and that's where we bought MJNA. So let's start with the chat. Let me scroll down throughout the day. We had some nice bags. Shout out Snipers. Sniper P and CLIS. He's up a little bit overnight. Alright, here it is. Buy alert. So here is the buy alert for MJNA. We bought it at 0.046, and we actually bought on a dip. As you can see, MJNA is over here to the right. We bought it because it was a first green day, this first green day here, and we bought it on a dip in Power Hour. So we actually have a really good spot going in overnight. How we're looking to close this out, because we are up a little bit in MJNA right now, but we're looking for way more than what we're up. So let's talk about it. This is our website here. You can go ahead and just click over to the watch list tab, and that is our watch list for tonight. Wednesday, we got these group of stocks up here. So next to the stock, we have which pattern we're looking at. And for MJNA, we're looking at the first green day pattern. Let's read about it. We said it's an OTC Cannabis stock that created that first green day in the morning. So let's dive into the 1 day, 1 minute, and let's look at the morning. Alright, so here is MJNA's day. It spiked in the morning, and then after that morning spike, it really created support around 4.7. Had a couple weird wicks down here at 4.5, but really 4.7 was what it was holding. And so we were watching it after it had that morning spike because we played this before. We played on the first green day a couple times before, and it actually worked out a couple times before. So if we can get good risk on this, we're going to go ahead and play it because we know the reward is here for this play. So fast forward into Power Hour, we went ahead and bought 100K shares with 40 minutes left in the day on a Power Hour dip, and it was on this dip here. And we actually got a really nice price. We got it right down here at 4.6. And it was just, you know, a quick dip. Now, ideally, we wanted to see it come back up and test 5 into the close. It didn't get the best close, but since we have a really good spot, we're not risking much on this trade. What we want to see, since it still is holding a nice first green day, you know, up 11%, we want to see this gap up and test this 0.049 spot, because that was a key spot that it kept coming to in Power Hour, but it couldn't break. So we want to see it come up to that spot and ideally break it in the morning, and then test this 5 spot and push, so we can sell it for that nice morning push like we did with FUNFF. We were able to go ahead and bag $700 right away in the first 10 minutes. So that's what we're looking here. If it doesn't gap up, you got to be ready for defense. That is key. That is what makes winners in this game. So if it doesn't gap up, you know, a couple wicks there was a couple weird wicks down here at 4.5. So we'll go ahead and use this 4.5 spot as a cut, which really, since we got it on the dip, isn't risking much. We got a job to finish tomorrow. Let's close it out strong with MJNA. The next 2 stocks, I grouped them together because they're both sub-penny stocks and they're both cannabis stocks. And they both had nice first green days today. So both of these, hemp, H-E-M-P, and MCOA, it's awesome to see these getting some attention, getting some volume again. These two are also stocks that we've played when the cannabis sector was hot. Now on the long term with both these charts, this is hemp, just, really big downtrend, and MCOA looks very similar, just a really big downtrend. But what I want you to notice is they have had some big spikes this past year. Right here for MCOA back in December, and then also in February. And then for hemp, this one also has the ability to spike big. Again, back in December and also in February. So it's awesome to see, these little first green days forming, to see if some momentum could get back into these stocks. So that's what we'll be watching. It was great to see some first green days here. Again, with MJ&A getting volume, seeing some volume come back in the cannabis industry. The next one on the list, ENKS. This one is on the list because it's on the list for a panic dip buy. And look at this. It had 100% first green day yesterday, and then today it had an awesome follow-up. So snipers that bagged this, congrats guys. This was a very nice play these past 2 days, going all the way from the 40-cent area to top out at 117 today. Unbelievable. That's like a 300% move just in 2 days. This is why we love OTC market. But now look at the volatility. After it made that morning push today, after it pushed 30% over the highs of yesterday, it topped out at 950. It looks like, 950 area at 118, and then it just started dipping from there. After it got that big crack under VWAP, it just trickled and made lower highs for the rest of the day, which is bearish signs. Another bearish sign is that it closed towards the low of day of 58. So those bearish signs all lining up with, this stock being so overextended in the first 2 days. We are now looking for one more panic. This was a very nice panic today, but we want to see one more quick panic, and if it does that again tomorrow, we will look for a panic dip buy in ENKS. This one's lining up pretty nicely. If this does panic tomorrow, we're going to look at the multi-day, the multi-month supports to see where this thing could bottom out at. And keep in mind, guys, it is already down over 45% from 117, from that high it made today. So if it panics more tomorrow, it's going to be red 50%. We really like the support down here in the 50-cent area, and then we also like the support, if you go on the long-term chart, down here in the 40-cent area, right here in the 40s. So let's see if this one could get one more panic tomorrow to that 50-42 cent area. Those are the two spots that we want to see if it could bottom out at those two spots. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for, 5 to 10 minute big dips on consecutive red candles. We do not want to see a light trickle down, because both of these plays are overextended and a big pullback is due. LWLG was a breakout last week that made an awesome push from 220s all the way to 449, and today it finally had its first red day. It did not panic, so that's what we're waiting for here, okay? It had its first red day, but it didn't panic. So let's see if that one will panic today. And then Mass Roots on the 1 year. Again, another breakout play. Now, this one was already overextended when it broke out, so we didn't even play the breakout play. This one was already running from the 2-cent area on 7 straight green days before it broke out. And then after it broke out, all the way, like I said, from the 2-cent area, it topped out at 0.087 in 7 consecutive days. And after that, that overextension finally kicked in and had a really big dip. But again, here, another one that hasn't really panicked. So we want to see that panic step in. It kind of had a consolidation day, but this one could still panic. We're still going to keep our eye on it because it was just at 2 cents just, last week. If this one panics, we'd like to see it come down to this 4-cent area around here or a little bit lower for a quick bounce. So let's see. It actually dipped, but it bottomed out at 5 cents on this big red candle, and that's where it double bottomed. So let's see if this one could, get those sellers to step in and see if it could test that 5-cent support to give us one more crack here as well. With these panics, you want to get in on a good spot. It was awesome to see some volatility back into OTC land today, and it was great to see some bags back into the chat. So let's keep it up, snipers. Webinar Wednesday tomorrow. Let's go. Sniper team, as always, much love for tuning in. Thank you guys for coming in every single Tuesday night. We write this watch list every single night on our website, so if you really liked what we had going on there, check us out. We really are only preaching 3 patterns, and it's rinse and repeat. For the Sniper team, we got Webinar Wednesday to go over some of those patterns. I think we have 2 first green days that we're going to talk about from the week, so we'll make sure we break those down tomorrow night. For everybody else, my YouTube fam, we will be back here next Tuesday. Much love. Enjoy your Taco Tuesday tonight. Sniper Nick is out.